Hello my lovely people, this is Faryal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to dive into the world of real estate. We are going to talk about how the market did in the month of July. And in the end of the video, I have some really interesting questions from you and I want to hear from you. So please do wait until the end. But before I do that, as I always say, my purpose of making these videos is to make sure that I, as a full-time real estate agent, can pass my expertise and knowledge to you. So you, as a smart home buyer and seller, can make your right decisions. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Your support is much appreciated, and so I can keep making these videos. So guys, let's dive in. So guys, let's now talk about the year over year. I always like to start with that, what we saw in the month of July. We saw that the month of July is taking us more towards a balanced market. The moderate price growth did favor the buyers a lot more than the sellers. However, keep in mind that sellers do also become buyers. So if you are a seller who's looking to buy as well in this market, then you might be in more balanced situation as compared to someone who just needs to sell and doesn't need to buy. Now, we saw that the number of sales went down again by 47.4%. We also saw that the average prices went up by 1.2%. That is a bit shocking for a lot of people, especially with the double digits that we are used to seeing. However, we haven't gone to negatives yet, so that's good. And we also saw that the new listings, which was, I think so far this year was the biggest dip, was 4.1%. They went down by 4.1%. And we saw that the average days on the market, how long it takes for your property to sell, has been extended to up to 29 days on average. So now let's take a look on month over month, as I always like to show you guys a chart and see what's happening with the price and with the number of sales.
Okay guys, so right now in front of me is the month-to-month chart that I've created for you to really show you what's happening in terms of prices and sales. So it started in April. If you can see that the all home types in the GTA, the average prices start from 1.254432. We saw that in the month of May they went down by 3.32%. Then in June they went down by 5.49%, and now we saw that in the month of July they went down by 6.24%. Also, we saw that the sales have dropped quite a bit as well, starting April, close to around 8,008, and now we're seeing that it's half of it, almost half of it, 4,912. I mean, for me, being someone who's always optimistic, I look at this chart and it speaks opportunities to me, especially if you're someone who is in the market, who's looking to upsize and wants to move to a bigger home. This is a great opportunity because you can see the prices are constantly going down, and it means that when you are looking to buy a bigger home, you will be saving a lot more money as compared to if you were someone who was buying back in January up till February, I would say.
So guys, what I'm seeing on a regular basis right now, what's happening in the market, that sellers from being in a shock are now entering into the testing zone, which means that you probably have seen in your neighborhood or on your street a lot of homes going on for sale. You see that they're there for first week, they don't sell, second week they don't sell, third week they don't sell, and then all of a sudden poof, the sign is gone. So what is happening is that these sellers are putting their homes on the price that they expect and hoping and wanting for their home, and when they don't end up getting it, they take it off the market in the hopes that they might come back with a different price. Hopefully, who knows, only time can tell, that they might come back with more realistic expectations, but that's the trend that we are seeing right now. We are also seeing on the investor side of things that the investors are doing the same thing. They're putting their homes on the market, hoping to get the price that they expect for, and when they don't get it, they end up putting it for lease. Now, that being said, let's take a look at what our media is telling us in the past month and what we're seeing on a regular basis.
So right now, guys, I have 3 different articles open up for you and wanted to show you what media is showing us right now. So in the past 1 month, the high focus is on the prices. So this article over here says Canadian home prices could drop by 25% by end of next year, report says. Then we have another one over here that says Canadian home prices set to drop by almost 25% by the end of 2023. And then another one over here that says home prices in Toronto have dropped more than 500,000 in 6 months. Well, of course, if you're comparing it to past 2 years, some houses were selling over asking, way over asking. So for this drop to happen, it's only natural that it will happen with the interest rates going up. But just to show you that how media switches from one topic to another, keep in mind that in September, first week of September, we have interest rates going up again. There's another hike coming up. So watch where the news will be all talking about another interest rate hike and how it is affecting our markets.
So guys, now everywhere we see and talk and hear about when it comes to real estate is about prices, that the prices are constantly going down. We see every month there's, 3-4% prices dip. We haven't seen this dip in decades. But comparing to what? If you're comparing it to the past 2 years, yes, it is a bit of a shock because everything is happening so fast and so suddenly. But we also know that the price growth that we saw in past 2 years in real estate was just not sustainable. In some cases, we saw a double-digit increase in every single month in every single segment of the home types, which we knew that the bubble is going to burst one day, and it is happening now. So here's the dilemma, guys. We saw that in the past 2 years, the interest rate became really, really low. That made borrowing money extremely cheap. That created a lot of demand. Supply couldn't keep up. The prices went nuts. Now they're trying another scenario where there are increased interest rate pretty much every 2 to 3, 4 months, and they're trying to suppress that demand because also keep in mind that our unemployment rate is at all times low right now, guys. So people have work, they have money to be able to buy homes, but they are on top of that creating this so that people cannot enter into the market and they can suppress that demand because we all know that the supply cannot keep up with the demand, and that is also bringing the prices down. So what do you think, in your opinion, is really the issue right now in our real estate market in Canada? And I'll give you some examples and really want to know your perspective on this. Do you think it is the growing population via immigration, a lot of people who are coming in? Do you think that it's lack of housing supply that's out there? Do you think it's the government policies when it comes to new construction and new homes? Or do you think it's a lack of affordable housing available out there? Let me know in the comment. I'm super excited to know what you think. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day, and remember to be kind to yourself and others.